Okay, so as you can see, it is time for a hair color change. This is gonna be kind of a vlog style. Let's see what happens. This is how I kind of go about coloring my hair. I like to just see what my hair is telling me to do. I think with these fantasy kind of colors, it's a little bit easier just to kind of go with the flow, see what your hair is gonna do, and go with that. So that's what we're gonna do today. Last night, on a little bit of a whim, I decided to try and remove the purple from my hair. I actually wanted to remove as much blue as I could as well, but you can kind of see that I still have quite a bit of blue left in through my roots, and I'm kind of down to like a brassy, kind of greeny brassy color down in the bottom of my hair here. So to kind of get to where I am right now, I'll show you what I did real quick. I used the Chroma Silk by Pravana, the lightning booster. This is like, I think the number is like 000. Basically, this is a tube of ammonia, so it's not as damaging as bleach, but it is still damaging. I used volume 20 developer, mixed those together according to the instructions, and it removed the purple within literally maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And then it did lighten up the blue. If you remember, I had that really royal kind of indigo blue through the top of my roots. So I am gonna go ahead and pull bleach through. I think I'm just gonna pull it through the root, about maybe ½ an inch away from the root, and then through this blue part first, which is kind of all of my root area, and let me do the underneath too, and then that little dark spot that I was talking about earlier over here. I'm gonna pull a bleach through that first, let that process for a minute, and then I'm just gonna run it through the rest of my hair for just a few minutes just to kind of brighten up that brassiness and see if we can't get a little bit more of an even overall color to start with. So I have rinsed the bleach out after processing it for about 15-20 minutes. I did put a little bit of heat right here on the roots in the front because this was the last place that I put the bleach, and I wanted it to kind of have a chance to process a little bit faster so I didn't have to leave it all over for quite as long. Definitely still have that minty hue. I still have some warm spots right here. I don't know, this like, it's very, very stubborn. And also back here, there's another little warm spot. I'm gonna leave those alone. My hair felt just a little bit soft as I was rinsing it out. That's always a sign that you don't want to take it any further. So I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna play around with a few colors just on some test pieces, see what I like best, and then I will show you kind of the final results. Okay guys, so sorry for my face because it's been 6 hours of coloring and washing and rinsing, but here is the final color. I think it's going to be so fun to do some vintage styling. I especially love it when you part it because then you get to see a little bit more of that minty green, and it's kind of like a really nice spring green. I love how that gives like this little bit of a shadow effect, like a little bit of a shadow root. but it's a shadow root in a color, which I think is really fun. I know this is gonna be a really polarizing hair color. There were a couple of reasons that I wanted to do yellow. One is that so many women are told that having yellow or brassy tones in their hair is unattractive and unappealing, and so we do all these crazy things to our hair to make it look more cool toned and more natural, when in fact our hair naturally, when it lightens, tends to go these orange and brassy colors. The other reason that I really wanted to do yellow is because I think it's a super fun color that doesn't get used often, but I think it's just gonna look really great with a lot of more vintage styles. If there are any hairstyles that you would like to see over the next few weeks, leave those down below. I am happy to film them for you. I hope you guys liked this transformation. I almost didn't film it, and I'm so glad that I did. If you want to see more hair and hair transformations, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's HowtobeFancy over there. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.